All right, welcome in to the Season 10 SFA College Football Playoff Semifinals. We are here for the Orange Bowl to see who will take on the number 6 seed Ohio State in the national championship. Number 1 Michigan State in Coach McNasty, or number 4 Washington Huskies. We got Michigan State, who's been the clear number 1 all season long, and Washington State, the surprise Pac-12 winner, and then the upset over Baylor in that first-round game. If you don't know what the SFA is, we are an online Dynasty ran through Discord. We stream on Twitch, and then everything's available on YouTube as well. If you're interested in joining and coaching a team or just participating in the community, a link is in any of the descriptions or channel bios. You might want to join sooner rather than later, because we have... We always recruit in the offseason, so right now we have about 40 coaches. That number's definitely going to go up to about 60 to 70 before next season. As always, if there's channel ads, we are affiliated. Just use your Twitch Prime to connect to Amazon Prime, and you'll get a free subscription, and you don't have any ads. Definitely a easy fix for that. But without further ado, let's get into this. And watch out, the Orange Bowl is normally the worst of the two games in the semis, because a lot of times we do get rain over at Hard Rock. So we're going to start it out looking at Houston here, or Washington, who surprised the hell out of Baylor, who was probably the natty favorite for most, as Sam Heward, they popped off offensively. He looked fantastic. He is probably this team's leader in terms of potentially being the CFP MVP. Running back Richard Newton, we know he has the ability to pop off big runs at any moment. At wide receiver, Jalen McMillan had a huge game against Baylor, multiple massive catches. Odunze and Polk and Rationelli all had massive plays in that game. So this is a very, very deep receiving core. Fletcher, and then one of the better offensive lines in the country, as they have Nate Kalepo, one of the only 99 overalls, one of 4 in the game. And then Savell Smalls, their best defensive lineman. He had a terrible first game, though. In the CFP, he was non-existent, but they still somehow got the win. Bandis on the other side, and then 2 studs in the middle, Ngalu and Tutatelli at linebacker as well. They are really good. You got Himuli, and then you got John Coe, and then a decent, not the best corner class here, and then Arlington on one end, and you got Cameron Fabiculin. He had a pick 6 and a sack in the first game, so we'll see if he can continue that. And then kicking-wise, let's take a look here, see what they're working with. 79 kick power, so not the craziest of kick power, but it should get the job done most of the time. And now let's take a look at the number 1 Michigan State Spartans, led by Coach McNasty in his first year. Quarterback Hamp Fay, he had a great game in the first half. He almost chaunded it against Florida, but he will be the leader there. We'll come back to running back here in a little bit. But Keon Coleman, he didn't really have a good game in that first one. Ian Stewart, we didn't even see him. Terry Lockett Jr., Fitzpatrick, and Bradford Blazer all had fantastic games in the first one. They have 2 tight ends that are ridiculously good. Malik Carr had 2 touchdowns. Cameron Allen had 1 in that game against Florida. Watch out for them. Offensive line isn't what you would expect from a number 1 team. A lot of mid-70s, but they have been fantastic. And Dwayne Johnson, the freshman All-American, SFA player on the edge. He had 2 sacks against Florida. Tavion Brown was getting tackles for loss like no one's business in that first game. And then you got Barrow and Williams in the middle. And then at linebacker, the best linebacking core left in the CFP, Cal Halliday and Banks McBurnfinger, the Heisman winner. He starts at right outside linebacker and halfback. He's had an amazing season. He didn't score a touchdown against Florida, but he had over 100 yards. He was doing fine. And then at corner, you got Charles Brantley, who did get an interception. Lowry, who made quite a few plays in the run game. And Kari Crump. They do have Aqib Talib here. You probably will not see him play. And then Bo Williams in the back, along with Chris Bird, who made that critical 4th down stop against Florida in their comeback attempt in the backfield. Their kicker, about the same as Washington's. Let's take a look at his kick power. So it's 79 versus 77, but a little bit more accurate. So really about the same kind of a kicker. We might see a couple 4th down attempts from both teams here. All right, so as far as uniforms, McNasty, are you letting Dogwater pick your unis? He's saying the script helmet. Let me, before we go further, script helmet, baby. What uniforms do you want, McNasty? He said it last game, okay. All right, so Michigan State, they're going to go with, he wants the script helmet. All right, let's find that one. Okay, and are we going to go all green? Probably. Let's see what else there is. Yeah, it's just green. Okay. All right, all green with the script helmet. And then Washington, what are they going to do? They're not here for, okay, so they actually don't own white pants. That's kind of weird. Black and purple and white. So we're going to go white and gold here for them. The gold and gold. Green and green. All right, I got the thumbnail. Now, let's get this prediction rocking. So we had 50,000 channel points on the line in the last game. How many are we going to have in this one? Who wins straight up? It's going to be Michigan State. Are we going to have the first chance at a true user national championship? Or will Washington squash the hopes and dreams of everyone? I think a lot of money is going to be put on Michigan State here tonight. Who wins? You got 2 minutes. Get those channel points rocking. We're going to wait a few minutes here. Vince McBurnfinger, he needs a big game. We know this Washington defense is legit. They're going to stifle Michigan State. It's not going to be easy. I think it's just about containing Washington's offense for Michigan State, and they should be fine. These linebackers are running around crazy. So no one's putting any points on Washington so far. You got a minute left. Let's see. Can't win points if no one's voting for the other team. I have no channel points, so I can't fix that, unfortunately. Wait, let's see if I can predict. No, I'm not even allowed to predict. Oops. I did not mean to pin there. I did not mean to pin a message. I don't know what just happened. Unpin. Who is going to put points on Washington? No one's putting points on Washington. So I might have to just void this. No points on the other team. Come on, someone put 10. You're going to win all those channel points. There you go. Someone got the 10 in. There you go. So whoever got that 10 in might get pretty lucky here. We know Skook doesn't have any money. All right, thank you, Neil. All right, so Washington and Michigan State. Let's check the jerseys one more time. Oh boy, I'm nervous. My teams aren't in here. Good luck, McNasty. Is he going to get the first ever SFA National Championship trophy? Yeah, you got to throw 10 points on that for 7K. Come on. And yep, like I predicted, rain in the Orange Bowl. You never want to be the team stuck in the Orange Bowl. This game loves to have rain here. I don't know why, but Hard Rock Stadium. We saw 2 fumbles in the last game. Are we going to see a few more here? Those people who put 7K in are molding because they're going to split 10 points among each other if they win. Washington's been the underdog. Honestly, this rain favors Washington. They play in the Pacific Northwest. They play in the rain all season long. You see Bradford Blazer in there. He's a 40-1 favorite for the S. Let's see if he can have a big game. Taste those oranges. I like how that was. Yeah, I know it rains a shit ton in Florida. I just wish, definitely a sloppy game for sure. Hard Rock Stadium. This one's going to be a fun one, though. Hopefully this one's a little bit closer than the first one. All good, Harps. Good thing is you're here. Get your popcorn. I'm drinking a Rocket Pop energy drink, C4. If I saw that right, Washington's kicking off, and we're going to see McNasty up first, Hamp Fay, and Banks McBurnfinger as Bradford Blazer kicks us off in the Orange Bowl, and he gets back up to the 27. Hamp Fay, he had 5 touchdowns. He was electric in the first half, and then the turnovers started piling up. Can Hamp Fay take care of the ball today? That is the question. Oh. Sorry. Did not mean to do that, but just a dump off to Cameron Allen. Let me try not to ruin the stream. Had to pop the thumbnail one more time. All right. So Hamp Fay, Malik Carr in motion. Handoff, McBurnfinger's first touch, the Heisman winner. And he's going to get 3. I was going to say, Washington's traveling all the way from the Cotton Bowl in Louisiana, the Sugar Bowl in Louisiana. Isn't that far, but Michigan State, quick road down from Atlanta to get here. And a quick throw to McBurnfinger, and they are going out of bounds, no gain. Washington gets off the field. So a quick 3 and out to start it out for Michigan State, the #1 team in the land. And we know that the strength of this Washington team has always been their defense. The question marks have always been surrounding the offense here. So they showed up against Baylor. Will Sam Heward, who leads the SFA in career interceptions, got Richard Odunze. Watch out for number 11 at the top of your screen. He was the X factor in that first game. As Sam Heward keeps it here to start the game, and he gets a first down. Both these teams, the other bracket has mainly been running. This side of the bracket has mainly been throwing. So we'll see if Heward can get going in the run game as Richard Newton is brought down by Banks McBurnfinger to start it out. Remember, McBurnfinger plays both ways. 2nd and 6, and a quick option, and Dwayne Johnson misses. He gets the flip out, and he is brought down after a first down. A big choke there for the freshman All-American to start it out. His eyes got big, and he just whiffed. So, quick option again, and this time it goes nowhere. Sam Heward for -2. Bo Williams, the safety, coming down. 2 games left in the season 10. Sam Heward, 2nd and 12. We haven't seen a throw. This is the first one, and it's a pass over the middle to the tight end. Brian Liston. That also might be like the 4th receiver. No, I believe that might be just the 2nd tight end. 3rd and 4. And a quick throw, and that's a fumble. They're calling it a fumble, and they pick it up. Michigan State is going to have a defensive touchdown to start the Orange Bowl. Thomas Williams delivers. Sam Heward fumbled it. He picked it up. We got a big man tutty. Oh, what a play. Hopefully they do not review this. What a way to start. And no review. Touchdown, Michigan State. A sack fumbled, our 2nd of the day. What a start. Michigan State doesn't even need. Comp 5, welcome in. It's in our channel description, my guy. I don't have that kind of stuff. It's in my channel bio or whatever. MSU, a defensive touchdown to start it out. Can Coach McNasty pull off the impossible? As a very weird formation to start it out here. We see this from time to time. And they do dump it off, and a big tackle in space made on Brian Liston. If he would have broken that, he would have still been running a pretty long ways. So a big 3rd down now. Washington on their heels. 3rd and 6, and they're running a screen again. The mid-screen doesn't work. Big shock, and Washington goes 3 and out. So Michigan State getting the ball right back after a defensive touchdown. Bradford Blazer on the return. He cuts right. He has a little bit of room. He gets 15. Everyone and their mom cheering for Sparty here today. Winner has a date with Ohio State, who's made their 3rd straight national championship, but they lost the first 2. Who will join them? So really, whoever wins this is going to win the championship. All right, fake the handoff to Binks, and a quick throw to Keon Coleman. Turns into a negative 4-yard loss. They somehow got through that line, and that's the big question mark for Michigan State, is if their suspect offensive line can hold up against Washington. Washington is definitely going to be probably the best defense they've seen all season. Second and 14. Binks gets another carry here. He breaks 1, and they clamp down on him. Like I said, not going to be easy going against this defense. 3rd and 13. Michigan State's done nothing so far today on the offensive side. Hamp Fay, a nice block there from Binks, but Keon Coleman only gets 5, so a 3 and out once again for Michigan State's offense. It's been all defense so far. We've seen 3 and outs and a defensive touchdown. And Rome Odunze, the Jet winner, nothing on that play. You see 15 plays and 38 total yards, averaging just over 2 yards a play. Eward comes back out in the pistol. He has a little bit of time. He's jamming it deep. And that's deflected by the safeties. So every time Washington kind of took a deep shot against Baylor, it pretty much connected. Whether it was McMillan or Rationelli on 4th and 22. Did not connect there as they now run with Richard Newton up the middle, and that goes nowhere. Third and 8 for Washington now, 4 wide. And blitz coming, wide open man in the middle. That's the fullback, Travis Griffin. He does line up outside quite a bit. So he's getting some action now. And now they're going to run some quick option. Dwayne Johnson attacking from behind. He does catch him after Binks stopped Heward a little bit there. Remember, Binks, number 65, the Heisman winner. Dwayne Johnson's number 92. And the jet sweep goes nowhere. Binks stops him. Matt Fletcher. And I'll always question the jet sweep to the tight end. I don't understand it. 3rd and 6. Washington, no, it goes off the helmet of Marquis Lowry. Heads up play there. And they're going to force another punt. So a defensive battle to start it here. Definitely what you expected from Washington's offense. Not so much Michigan State. They've kind of been, they've only ran 6 plays and they've not been good. So only a defensive touchdown so far. Michigan State starting at their own 20 here. Trips right. Bradford Blazer in the slot. A quick jet or a quick bubble screen to him, and it goes over his head. The first incompletion for Hamp Fay. Malik Carr is a player to watch. He's in motion now into the slot. Their best tight end. Fay's going out, and he connects. No, Bradford Blazer could not get the foot in bounds. I was going to say Hamp Fay's best connection against Florida does not work that time. Bradford Blazer could not get the foot in bounds. Now it's a 3rd and 10. Fay dumps that off to Carr. That's going nowhere in the 3rd straight 3-and-out for Michigan State. This Washington defense is for real. We're definitely going to find out if defenses win championships if Washington makes it. All right, a nice little return there from Rome Edunze. Michigan State goes right back out there. McNasty firing up the troops here. He knows this is going to be a hard-fought victory. It's not going to be a gimme like the Florida game. They run this unique formation there, as you saw Dwayne Johnson run over a man and miss the tackle. Dwayne Johnson, the freshman All-American. They hurry it up. They like this formation. They dump it off. That's a tight end. He runs over a man and gets a first down. Matt Fletcher showing off the versatility. So 1st and 10, Washington now threatening again. We see him in this formation from time to time. Some quick option now, and Heward goes nowhere. Binks McBurnfinger makes the tackle, the Heisman winner. -5 yards. Defense is swarming. 73 total yards for Washington to 11 for Michigan State. But as always, the turnover battle proving to be the difference. 2nd and 15. Run it up the middle, and a massive hit. That's Cal Halliday, the middle linebacker. Often overshadowed by Binks, but this is easily the best linebacking core in the country. 3rd and 12. And that should have been a false start. Hello. As he dumps it off, Jalen McMillan, his first touch, and he goes nowhere. So Washington gets lucked out. They didn't call the false start there. That right tackle, man, he was moving. And now Michigan State gets off the field. So about time we've had a defensive battle here. Well, yeah. Yeah, definitely thought he was just getting set. So it's about time. This would be our first defensive battle of the CFP. Everything else has just been offense, offense, offense. Can Michigan State finally get a first down? McBurnfigger up the middle. He gets 5. Their best play on the day so far. Washington stifling this really good pass offense. Fay, he drops back. Plenty of time. He connects. Malik Carr over the middle. The first big play. They basically double their offensive output to this point with one play. And now Michigan State is attacking now. They're across the 50. Malik Carr is an X factor. Or no, they're not across the 50 quite yet. They're right there. Maryland eye time. McBurnfigger up the middle. He's trying to power through to a few guys. He does, and he turns that into a positive gain. Banks versus 4 men. As the first quarter comes to the end in the Orange Bowl, Michigan State, the scoop and score is the difference. And it looks like the rain has kind of chilled out. It's not really raining anymore. I haven't seen any rain, so it looks like the rain has stopped. Interesting development here. It's Fay over the middle. He connects with McBurnfigger. He's really good out of the backfield, surprisingly, as a receiving back. Yet he does not have a career interception yet. 3rd and 5. Can Washington once again get off the field? They're 0 for 3 so far on 3rd down. Fay's empty. He has time. He's throwing it deep, and this time Bradford Blazer gets the toes in. His first catch on the day on his 3rd target. The receiver whose small stature has came into play quite a few times. It's actually the reason Michigan State had their only loss in triple overtime against Baylor. Fay, play action. He dumps that off, and that's going to be Cameron Allen for 3. Michigan State trying to push us to a 2-score lead. Carr in motion. He's dangerous in this area of the field, but they hand it to Banks up the middle. He does find some room. He pushes forward for 9. Fresh set of downs here. They're now inside the red zone at the 13. They can still get a first down without a touchdown. Carr once again in motion. They're stacking the box, 8 in the box for the quick option now, and that goes nowhere. Beautiful coverage. A man took Banks and another man took Fay. That one had no chance from the start. And that's textbook option defense. All right, we're on the 15 now. Lining up under center, 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff once again. On the run, he connects with Keon Coleman. He breaks 2 tackles, and he gets the first down. Keon Coleman was very, very quiet against Florida, but already a huge play here. Michigan State's inside the 10. Fay's going to throw it. Wide open man in the middle. Touchdown, Christian Fitzpatrick. 3 yards out. The rub route works. No call. Michigan State up 14. Now you got to start to question Washington. Are they going to have the same offensive struggles as we saw last season, where they choked a halftime lead against Clemson, who eventually won the CFP? And are we going to get the rematch in the Natty? Michigan State and Ohio State, who won 31-28 on game day back in, I believe, week like 11 or 12. Michigan State stole the division, eventually won the Big Ten. Ohio State got the 2nd at-large bid. Crowd's getting into it now. Sam Heward, the veteran. He has some time. He gets hit from behind. Dwayne Johnson. The big man's got to eat. He collapses the pocket. He never saw him from behind, Sam Heward. That internal clock was not fast enough. Dwayne Johnson gets a big sack, his third of the CFP. Washington now, they're going to hand it off to Richard Newton. He's done nothing so far, and he continues to do nothing. That's McBurnfinger and Kari Crump on the tackle. 3rd and 14. You do not want to give it back to Michigan State here. They're going to throw it. He has some time. He dumps that to McMillan, who does not fumble, but he is short. Jalen McMillan could not stretch, and that's going to be another punt. That's a case of not having the awareness of where the sticks are. You got to run that route just a little farther, my guy. So Bradford Blazer, he's going to get a chance to return it here. Breaks 1, gets about 9. So 6 minutes left in the first half of the Orange Bowl. Michigan State up 2 scores. They can definitely now. This is a very critical moment. They could push this to 3 scores potentially. Out of the Maryland Eye, they're going to fake the run, and Malik Carr couldn't hang on. He got lit up by the defender. Would have been a fresh set of downs. Hampfey. Plenty of time. He dumps this one off to McBurnfinger, who does get a fresh set of downs. He gets 12. Can Binks get into the end zone on a game day? He has 23 touchdowns on the season. And a corner blitz. Hampfey goes down, and that's no other than Cameron Fabikukulin. That's his 2nd sack of the CFP. He also had a pick 6 in the first game against Baylor. So both teams' biggest players are showing up so far. Cameron comes down to play inside the box a lot. Right now they have 7 in the box, and Bradford Blazer gets a jet sweep, and once again, they're in the backfield now. This is a 3rd and long. Greg Arrington, the free safety. Dude, I don't know what that guy's name is. Fabipia. Yeah, you should butcher name. I kill the names. They're horrific. What kind of names are these? All right, 3rd and 20. They has some time. He throws it deep and wide open, man. Christian Fitzpatrick, but he steps out. He converted a 4th and 18 against Florida. He ran the same route, same result, but this time he couldn't stretch for the extra yard. Yeah, that's basically like the free square in the middle. 4th and 1. Are we going to see a fake here in the CFP? No, we are not. Washington lucks out there. And the punt does not do anything. Plenty of time for Washington. Down 2 scores. They just need to string a drive together here. Positive plays. That's what you're looking for. They dump that one off, and that's a drop. Polk drops it. He earned 6 for 10. I don't think we'll ever see a coffin corner. Talk about rare. And oh my God, this defense is collapsing. What a defensive play there. Kari Crump, his 3rd tackle for loss as a corner. Richard Newton going nowhere. 3rd and 14. Both of these teams just going backwards. We're 1 for 6. And you know what? Defensive battle, I'm here for it. We've seen so many offensive games. Why not have some defense? Sam Heward. He's yamming it deep. Can they connect? And it is tipped. He was looking for James McMillan, and he just threw it a little late. McMillan had the step. Bradford Blazers going to get another attempt here. He makes a nice cut up the middle. All right, 13 for Bradford. Yeah, the Yamanit's a staple. That's from Neil. All right, 1st and 10. They start out in Washington territory now. Hand off to McBurnfinger, and he stumbles. And another negative gain. Both teams just going backwards here the last couple of drives. We had a 3rd and 20, and we had a 3rd and 16, 3rd and 14s. Now we have a 2nd and 16. Maple's choking out here with the bingo cards. As we run some quick option, and he does get it to Binks. And they make this a manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 8. They get half of it back. That's what you need. Oh no, is Binks hurt? Hold up. No, he isn't. He's back in there. All right, he was down there a little too long. In the angle route, he finds Binks, the most unstoppable play in the game. The angle route is OP. As long as your running back can actually catch. All right, Michigan State now, they convert. And he quickly throws that in. Oh, my God. Elijah Jackson. He drops a pick 6. He would have been all alone. Aunt Faye blindly threw that to the boundary. Oh, that was a huge blown opportunity for Washington. All right, Hant. He now dumps it off. McBurnfinger fumbled! The Heisman winner fumbled, and Washington recovers! What a mistake in the biggest moment! Oh my, Binks corralled it, made the football move. Yep, that's a fumble. Oh my God. Richard Newton now, and Binks takes him down. Binks is pissed. You do not want to piss off Binks McBurnfinger. Oh boy. That's his 3rd fumble on the year. Heward. Play action. Now he's dumping it deep, and there's Hulk. Polk for 11, I mean. And that might have just been the momentum shift that Washington needed. Yeah, Binks now is pissed. He's going to try to get this back for sure. As Odunze now gets the ball. That was a duck. Rome Odunze gets 2. Binks got smoked by John Coe. Let's see if he can deliver the same. Play action, and they dump that off, and that is Polk again. He does get to the boundary. 3rd and 5. We got 2 minutes left in the half. Washington, 0 points. They scored 38 on Baylor. But definitely going to Michigan State's defense is a huge step up. Washington is 1 for 7 on 3rd down here in the first half. Washington, and they get the conversion as he gets smoked by Halliday. But he hangs on. Clock is stopped for a second. They still have all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time for Washington. They need to avoid mistakes. Both teams have a turnover now. And he's sacked! He were just held on way too long. And Brown got there. So 2nd and 18 now. They take that timeout. Dumps it off to Fletcher, who cuts inside. He does break a tackle. He's brought down, though. That's Dwayne Johnson, who was dropped into coverage there. Interesting. And clock is running now. 3rd and 10. This is definitely 2-down territory for Washington. Over the middle, and Odunze gets 7, so a decision time now. I don't think they're in field goal range, and they're going for it. That's what you like to see. Clock is running a bit. They're on the 33. 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, 1 receiver, 4th and 3. What's the call? And they're running a bit of clock now. That's what you like to see as well. If you don't get this, then you're definitely going to leave Michigan State with not enough time. So a nice play here by the AI. 4th and 3. They just do a handoff to Richard Newton, and he breaks one. He breaks Halliday. He cuts inside, and he's brought down. Or no, he broke. Cal Halliday made the tackle. All right, 45 seconds now. Washington's driving. Can they get within a score here? They do get the ball back after half. He's going to dump this off, and that goes nowhere. Oh, and he drops the ball. That is a good move. Clock stops, 41 seconds, 1 timeout, 25 yards away. Heward. He escapes. He throws off the back foot. No, that was dangerous. He was trying to find Odunze. Just short of the defender. Hit him at the feet. So 3rd and 10. They are probably right at the edge of field goal range. Heward, and he's almost sacked again. This offensive line's not holding up. So what's the call? They're going for it again here. They are not in field goal range. Split back formation. They need 10. Michigan State get out of this predicament. Over the middle, wide open man. Jalen pull, touchdown. Wait, there's a flag. Pass interference on the offense by Nate Caleppo, the 99 overall. And he's the award winner, too. He got too far downfield. What a choke. And now they're going to punt. Oh, God. The Big Ten playing off the refs, man. The Big Ten is paying off these referees. Holy smokes, what a call. So Maryland I now to end the half. McBurnfigger finds a little room. He gives a stiffy. They aren't going to call a timeout, though. So this could be the end of the first half. And it is. So as we go into halftime in the Orange Bowl, Michigan State 14, Washington 0. McNasty is 18 minutes away from a national championship appearance. Holy smokes. As we head to halftime, boys, SFA King of the Hill tournament's a little fun thing we're doing. Kicks off hopefully tomorrow. We got Team of the Year after the Natty on Sunday. And next season, we are bringing fantasy football to the SFA. It's not going to be traditional fantasy football. It's going to be weekly, but it's still going to be a blast. We got Binks there on the graphic. Heimlich Heisenberg. Hopefully he comes back next year. It's going to be fun, though. But what a game we have going on here. 14-0. Washington will get the ball back first. They just choked there on a flag. We rarely see that. But, and then we also saw Michigan State. They were up 25 to Florida. They almost choked it. So, it's definitely not over. Definitely a defensive battle, though. Who will take on Ohio State? I mean, if the teams play like this, Ohio State's going to run rings around them. And remember, the national championship will be at Lucas Oil. That is the closest in-game option to Michigan State. So, remember, everything revolves around that number 1 seed in terms of distance. So Washington's going to start us out here in the second half. In terms of actual game, no. But in terms of whoever doesn't have to travel as far, whoever's family, whoever's fans can travel, because they can ride in car, yes. So it's just like a lore thing. Or realism, I guess. As now, okay, Washington's starting out this second half, throwing the ball a bit. Jalen McMillan, that's only his 3rd touch. They tried to get him deep once. Let's see if they take another deep shot here soon. As you can see, Michigan State is playing off on these defenders as Dwayne Johnson helped stop Richard Newton there. He stumbled, but they give it to Tavion Brown. So a 3rd and 2 here to start. Can Washington keep this drive going? This is definitely a huge opportunity for them. And they do. He gets the pitch off, and Newton's on the run. And he's brought down there. 11 for 57 for Newton. Not having that crazy of a game. That's all right. Washington tends to win ugly as they give it to McMillan here, and he falls forward over about 4 men. First down, Jalen McMillan. That is a grown man run there. No. I give it to whoever's #1 seed closest. That way it will organically kind of shift. No. Ohio State. Is it, what, 3 seasons in a row we've had a Big Ten team in the #1 seed? No, maybe only 2. Run triple option here. Newton, he gets it, cuts upfield, he delivers a stiffy. First and goal for Washington on their first drive. So the halftime adjustments now are leaving McNasty a little bit shook. And it's ironic that LBU has the best corner or the best linebacker group in the country. As Newton, does he get in? No, they call him short. A beautiful run there for Richard Newton. 2nd and goal. Can Washington get their first points of the game? They do the fake halfback flip, and it works to perfection. Richard Newton gets in, and Washington pulls within 7. What an opening drive response for Washington. That's exactly what they needed. All right, Michigan State. You've been shaky here at best here today on offense. Oh my! Bradford Blazer almost made a horrific mistake, but luckily it's a touchback. So they start at the 25 here. 1st and 10. I form. Malik Carr, hand on the ground. Fitzpatrick in motion. They're going to toss it out to McBurnfinger to the edge, and he gets smoked once again. John Coe. John Coe forced the fumble. He's owning Binks right now in that backfield as Binks McBurnfinger has 27 yards on the ground so far. Flame wants to join the Big Ten. And they hand it to Binks again. And once again, he gets smoked. But he gets 7 there. Washington, one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the country. Probably behind Ohio State, honestly. A big 3rd down, though, for Michigan State. You don't want to give Washington the ball back. They have a ton of momentum right now. 3rd and 5. They connect. Christian Fitzpatrick. That's going to be a first down. 19-yard gain for the receiver. That's his 3rd catch on the day, along with that touchdown he had earlier. Hampton having a decent day so far. 16 of 20. A TD. 200 yards. Not too shabby. He's been much more careful with the ball today. Only one pass that was really suspect. Faye, he's going to take off, and he's sacked. That's Jacob Bandis. So once again, Savell Smalls not having a good day for Washington. Is he washed? He's getting clamped on both sides, so their best defensive rusher, I believe he's number 17 on that defense, not having a good day, but Washington's still holding them to only 7 offensive points. Burnfinger gets the carry, and there's Savell Smalls. As soon as I say, he gets a nice little block, or a block shed there. 95 overall. 3rd and 11. 3 wide receivers to the left here. Carr's going to pass block. Faye, he's yamming it deep. Does he have a man? And he connects. Keon Coleman hangs on. The catch in traffic. He tried to yam it deep. It was underthrown, but it worked out. First and goal for Michigan State now. Can they extend this lead? Carr in motion. Watch out for him on a route. But they give it to Banks up the middle. He pushes through and he gets down to the 1. Second and goal. Hamphay under center. He flips the play. They toss it out to McBurnfinger. Can he get there? No, he stopped short again. Banks is allergic to the end zone apparently on game day. So they're stacking it up. Give it to the Heisman winner. Third and goal. Hand it to McBurnfinger. He goes to the edge and he gets in. Binks McBurnfinger extends the lead to 14. The Heisman winner makes up for the fumble with a touchdown. You gotta love a Banks touchdown, baby. Let's go. And honestly, dude, you're not loving any of these picks for Michigan State, honestly. I mean, who's having a great game for Michigan State? You know, it's like Dwayne Johnson? Is he going to be on the cover? Hamphay is doing okay. But still plenty of time to figure it out. Newton. -1. Kari Crump once again, the corner, playing downhill. Michigan State loving a 2-score lead right now. Washington, though, they had a great drive last time out. Can they finish it? Odunze in motion, fakes the handoff. He's going to dump it off to the running back. That was a interesting play there. Threw it behind his back. That was a rush. And it's 3rd and 7. Sam here. He's going to throw it deep. And, oh, that was almost picked. 4th down. Michigan State once again has all the momentum and is on top. And they get the ball back with a 2-score lead. Oh, and they almost get there. 2 guys almost blocked that. Bradford Blazer back deep. Tries to make a move. Nothing doing. All right. So as we saw against Florida, Michigan State at this point had a 25-point lead and they started to choke. But Hampay's been very careful with the ball. Let's see if that continues as he trips over his men. He faked a few guys out, but he tripped over the wide receiver who was doing a cut block there, Malik Carr. Yep, positive yards. 2nd and 7. They do a toss to McBurnfinger. He stiffies a man, and he gets a big man first down. That's what the Heisman winner can do for you. Just get him into open space, and he'll make a play. Once again, I form. They're starting to... they're going to try to just outpower Washington here. McBurnfinger collides with Savell Smalls there for a yard. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty now. And a quick throw out wide. Christian Fitzpatrick only gets 2. That's always such a risky pass. 3rd and 7 now. Four wide. They're 5 for 9 on 3rd down, so really good on 3rd down. Start. Keon Coleman's wide open. Oh, baby. Michigan State heating up. And is the Big Ten rematch gonna happen? Remember, Michigan State took down Ohio State by 3 in the regular season. Will they meet again in Indianapolis? Hamphay, he dumps that off to McBurnfinger. He gets 4. That's his 6th catch of the day. Hamphay having a good day, 28-24. Once again, this I formation, they're inside the 30. Hands it off to McBurnfinger. He gets 4. So hard to stop Binks for negative yardage. 3rd and 2. Huge opportunity here. They hand it again to McBurnfinger, and he gets it. He stretches out. Savell Smalls met him in the gap, but he still gets the positive yards. 1st and 10. Quick option now. They get it out to McBurnfinger. He breaks 1. He almost gets back to the line there. Noah Ngalu, his first tackle on the day. Michigan State's running a ton of clock as well. This is already a 3-minute drive. Second and 11. They give it to Blazer on the jet sweep, and he goes nowhere once again. John Coe, his 10th tackle, the 4th for a loss. 3rd and 11 for Michigan State. They might just be out of field goal range here. Faye, he goes, and that corner route works so well. Christian Fitzpatrick again for 18. That connection over and over we've seen throughout the CFP. Christian Fitzpatrick has been the #1 target in critical situations. What a conversion. 1st and goal for Michigan State to take a 3-score lead. The Maryland Eye now. McBurnfinger gets the carry, breaks 1. Another stop by Ngalu. Washington needs to somehow get a stop here, force a field goal or force something. And as the 3rd quarter comes to an end in the Orange Bowl, we are 1 quarter away from the national championship matchup being finalized. Michigan State has a 2-score lead. Washington, time is running out. 2nd and goal. I form. They hand it off to McBurnfinger, and he's stopped there by Cameron Fabiciclan. I cannot say that for shit. 3rd and goal. They're 8 for 12 right now. Are they going to throw it here? Fitzpatrick in motion. He's probably the target. They're going to toss it once again to McBurnfinger. Can he find the edge? Touchdown, Binks McBurnfinger. His 2nd touchdown of the 2nd half as the Heisman winner might just run this team to a natty appearance. And this would be our first ever Heisman winner also getting a national championship. We've never seen it happen before. Binks trying to become our first Triple Crown champion, SFA Player of the Year, Heisman winner, and CFP MVP. 3-score game. Washington now, they have to get touchdowns. 8 minutes is not a lot of time. I mean, plenty of time for 3 drives, but you got to get stops as well. Sam Heward, this is the Washington offense we've seen for seasons. Sawyer Rationelli, that's only his 1st reception. He had a big day against Baylor. Coach Flame, this just reaffirms that Baylor just can't get it done in the big moments. Quick screen, though. Richard Newton, he cuts inside. Binks stops him there. A 3rd and 4 incoming. We have not seen any vertical passing game from James McMillan. 3rd and 4. Heward over the middle, and that's tipped away. Kari Crump. He's having himself quite the day in 4th down time. Sam Heward, 4th down, and he connects James McMillan. I mean, any player, we've seen players go off for fantastic years. Like Alan Hearns this year, for example. He did nothing his entire career. Now he won the Biletnikoff. Binks, this is definitely the best single season we've seen, if it continues the way it's going. But Garrett Grayson, 4 straight years of extremely high play. So, but 1 year, this is definitely the best year we've seen. But Garrett Grayson, I mean, he didn't make the playoff his freshman year. As they're going deep here, and it's once again tipped away. So the defense, Marquis Lowry gets back, tips that away. So, I mean, remember, Garrett Grayson's freshman year was on the old sim engine as well. And that's an overthrow. Sam Heward's definitely these bright lights. This could be his last career game. 4th and 10. Man in motion, that's Fletcher. They have to have this over the middle, and it's tipped. The defender gets a hand up, and that's a turnover on downs. Michigan State takes over, up 21. Heads up moment by the defensive line. This is such a well-coached team. McNasty, I might be sending you a trophy here in a few weeks. Hamphay now, he gets sacked. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that one. Number 99 gets up there. So Washington made the CFP 2 years in a row. They finally won a game, but their chances are dwindling here. They need something big, and they need some big plays fast. Binks has 2 touchdowns now. 9 of 13 on 3rd down. Uncharacteristic of this Washington defense for sure. Michigan State, and Hamphay is sacked again. All right, Washington. And that's John Coe. He's having himself a career day. He gets the sack there. So Washington's defense now making a play. They got to get something going, though, on the offensive end. They want any chance of pulling this one out. There's not been many plays to... This might be a short video. One of the shorter videos we've seen. Remember, they had that TD choke. Romeo Dunze for 16. 6 minutes and 27 seconds left in Washington's season. Can they find some more magic? Okay, Adunze, he breaks a tackle. He breaks Binks's, and he steps out. 21, so a nice start there. Yeah, definitely a kind of a kick in the dick for Flame, giving up 38, and then now they only score 7. And he's throwing this one deep, and that's out of bounds. Sam Heward, 19 of 34 for 173. Just a bad stat line to go out. Trips left now. 2nd and 10. He connects with Polk over the middle. That's 7. Got to hurry it up now. Time is ticking away. Got to score touchdowns. They hand this one off, and they're going to get the first down now. Clock stops. You got to run back up to the line. And a halfback draw there, and not really the play I would call when you're pressed for time, down 3 scores, but to each their own. Washington's doing their own thing here. Back to the line. Dump that off, and oh my, Holiday flips Richard Newton. 3rd and 2. You need some big plays. He rolls left, And that's overthrown again. Heward, I don't know if the ball is slick or if he's just in his head, but his accuracy has been horrendous here in the second half. 4th and 2. They run quick option with the game on the line, and Newton does get it. Bold choice. Chris Bird on the tackle. They need to start scoring quickly if they want any chance. Gets that to Fletcher or Brian Linston. These dump-off passes are just wasting too much time. You got to take some shots down the seam or something. 2nd and 6. And they're just going to run a pedestrian handoff. Washington still just running a basic offense here. Time ticking away. Down 3 scores. Not sure if that's the way you want to do it. 3rd and 6 now. They're pushing the red zone. They're going to run a screen pass here. Newton, he gets it. He gets a first down. He breaks another tackle. Newton inside the 10. Newton basically soloing this drive. It's been a long one. This will be the 40th pass for Sam Heward. 1st and goal. Linston in motion. They're just going to run some triple option. Heward up the middle. He's going to push inside. Washington's going to hurry it up now. 2nd and goal. Heward throws that out of the back of the end zone. They're making it look so difficult to score a touchdown. This has been like a 15-play drive. Come on, guys. You got to score quickly. 5 of 17. 3rd down to goal here. Roll out left. What can Heward do? Over the middle. He connects, but it's short. Jalen McMillan, you got to run up to the line now. 4th down. Once again, making it look so goddamn difficult. This is the Washington we've seen all for years. That Baylor game was an outlier. Heward. Wide open. James McMillan touchdown. But it might be a little bit too late. I took way too much time off the clock. Three minutes left, but I think it's just too much time. And once again now, it would have been a one-score game. It would have been a one-score game had that flag not taken away the first half touchdown. That was probably the play of the game, was that, oh, they are going onside kick, so they're not going to rely on the timeouts here. Interesting. And a terrible attempt there. That is taken. He breaks one. Kelechi Medley. Now, Washington, they still have the timeouts, so they can just use the timeouts on this one, get a quick touchdown, then the onside kick. They need to get it once. McBarenfinger goes out wide, so they're going empty now. Michigan State, they're going to run it with Hamp, and he slides. Good decision there. He has been so good with the ball today. He had 3 interceptions against Florida. I'm sure McNasty was preaching ball security in the last 24 hours. And wow, what a hit there. Hamp fade, -4. They're keeping the timeouts in their pocket. Washington, if they can get this ball back without using the timeouts, they might have a chance. 3rd and 9. What is the call for Coach McNasty? Trip to national championship on the tip of his tongue. They're running out the clock here. First down could effectively end this game. Third and 9. Fay, he does drop back. And that is tipped by the defensive line. So not only are they going to get the ball back, they stop the clock there, and they have all 3 of their timeouts. So if Washington can get a quick score without using their timeouts, we could be in for a nice finish. But that's a big if. That last drive took about 15 plays to get like 30 yards. They need a big play. We've yet to see McMillan break loose. They are running press coverage. It's going to be a screen pass. All right, so Newton, he does. And he's not going to get to the first down, so clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. They're going to get back to the line. And you start yamming it deep. All right, Heward. And he connects. Is that in bounds? No. Out of bounds. Wide receiver could not drag the foot. Third down. Clock is still running, too, on an incompletion. What is that? Washington over the middle. Did he get the first? Yes, they give Jalen Polk the first down. Clock does stop. They need 69 yards, though. Eward. And Polk breaks 2 tackles. He needed that. If he would have been tackled in bounds there, that would have been disastrous as far as time goes. Time is the biggest factor here for Washington. They got to conserve those timeouts as best as they can. 1st and 10. A quick throw out to McMillan, and he doesn't break the tackle. If he would have broken the tackle, he may have been running a long ways. Now they got to get back to the line. They maintain those timeouts. You got to score without using the timeouts, and they don't get the first. Time is still ticking. Tick, tick, tick. Washington, they need to save him. Save the timeouts, please. He's yamming it deep, and a wide open man. Touchdown, Romeo Dunze. Washington gets back within 7, and they maintain the timeouts. Oh, my God. All right, people, in the server. They have the timeouts. Get people in here, boys. They have the timeout, so even if they don't get the onside kick, Washington can still get the ball back. Michigan State, 4th quarter chawed. 21-point chawed in the 4th quarter. Will they get the onside kick? No, they don't. So they're going to have to rely on the timeouts, which was big. Washington finally gets the big play when it mattered the most, right before they were going to start using the timeouts. They keep the 3 timeouts here. 1 first down will end the game. It's the Heisman winner versus the world. Just hand it to Banks 3 times, baby. As Banks, he hangs on to the ball. They're trying to rip it away. He's fumbled once already today. A trip to the national championship hanging in the balance. Nick Burnfinger up the middle, and he only gets 3. Second timeout now, 3rd and 6. What is the call? Coach McNasty's probably shitting himself. They line up in shotgun. Malik Carr in motion. Hanfei's going to throw it, and it's wide open! Bradford Blazers gonna send Michigan State to the national championship! You can't make this shit up! Bradford Blazer left completely wide open, and that's victory formation. Michigan State is going to go to the Natty. Take note in chat as the SEC dick riders are booing a user Natty. Wow, shameful. McBurnfinger. The SFA players once again coming up massive. And as the clock hits 000, Michigan State is headed to the national championship. We're going to get the Big Ten rematch against Ohio State. Coach McNasty in his first year at Michigan State. All the naysayers he's proved wrong, saying he only was good because of Garrett Grayson. Only good because he played shit competition. Only good because of this and that. He goes to the Big Ten, the best conference in the country. He runs the table in conference, wins the Big Ten, beats Florida, beats Washington, and he is in the national championship. Oh, baby, here we go. Your player of the game is none other than Banks McBurnfinger. He has a chance as McNasty lifts the oranges. What a game. McNasty is headed to the national championship for the first time we've seen a real user in the NCAA 14 era make the natty. We've had a few Mickey Mouse champs, Jay Jettas, Ron, but the real deal is here. And McNasty honestly might be overtaking Flame now in terms of the best coach in the country. Flame's not been able to get the success when it matters the most. As soon as I'm done, I'm just going to go into VC and do the wheel dog water. So if you want to head there. Or actually, no, it's actually going to be like 5-10 minutes because I want to post. I'm going to post the games. I'm going to do the editor and stuff. So I'm going to do that first. But wheels soon. All right, let's take a look. Washington made it interesting there at the end. Heward, 50 pass attempts. Newton, 96 yards. McMillan, he got himself a touchdown. Odunze with the big one at the end there, but it was just a little bit too late. Honestly, that offensive pass interference is really what fucked him. John Coe, fantastic game. Kari, he had another sack. What a game. You know what, Washington, you proved me wrong this season. I gave you zero chance. You made it a game. Hamphay, he gets another touchdown here, no turnovers. But Banks, 71 yards, 2 TDs. It's going to be kind of anybody's game in terms of who gets the CFP if they win, who gets the MVP in the cover art. But Fitzpatrick here had a great day through the air. But Bradford Blazer, when it mattered the most, he got the game-sealing reception. Defensively, Bo Williams had himself a day. Halliday, obviously. Dwayne Johnson did get himself a sack. Banks, he had 4 tackles, 1 for loss. Deflections, and then I believe it was the fumble. Who got the force? So it was Thomas Williams who got the touchdown and Barrow who forced it. It was his only play of the day. So what a game for both teams. The semifinals weren't necessarily all that close. But I think we got the 2 best teams in the natty. I love seeing when Banks gets player of the game on offense because it, doesn't know to display his stats. But John Coe, that was a fantastic game. But yeah, I think the 2 best teams easily made it. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching here. Remember, on Sunday is going to be the national championship, followed by the Team of the Year stream. So watch out for that. Hawk, I believe, is going to start doing the King of the Hill stuff tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to stream it or if he's just going to do VC. Who knows? But, yeah, watch out for that stuff. Thank you guys all for watching. As always, I'll see you in the natty.